I grew up in a typical American Christian household. So, when I first began to study Islam, that was the lens I was looking through. I wasn't looking for a new religion, I was looking for truth. And the first thing that stopped me in my tracks wasn't a ritual or a rule. It was a question of history. Is this book actually what it says it is? Think about it. If we agree that God exists and we believe He sent a revelation to guide us, the very first thing we have to verify is its authenticity. Does it make sense to follow a divine message if we have reason to believe the text has been altered over time? I was stunned to find that even non-Muslim historians admit the Quran we hold today is the exact same text revealed to the Prophet Muhammad over 1,400 years ago. It wasn't compiled by committees or councils centuries later. It was preserved minutely, from his lips to his followers, and passed down unchanged. Coming from a background where I had studied the complex history of the Bible, this was a massive turning point for me. The second thing that struck me was how the Quran talks to the reader. It doesn't demand blind faith. In the West, we're often taught that faith is a mystery, something you just have to accept even if you can't prove it. But the Quran is different. It constantly challenges you. It says, asterisk, think, ponder, look at the world around you. Asterisk, it argues that the truth of one creator is actually consistent with our own human nature. It's what our souls are already seeking. In Islam, there is no leap of faith. There is a conclusion of logic. At the time, I was reading books by critics who claimed the Prophet Muhammad simply stole his ideas from the Bible. But as I compared the two, I realized that if he was stealing, he was being incredibly selective. In the Quran, the picture of God is one of absolute excellence and majesty. For example, in the story of Adam and Eve, the Quran mentions a tree, but it never calls it the tree of knowledge. It never suggests that God was afraid humans would become his rivals. In the Bible, you find descriptions of God walking to the Garden of Eden, calling out for Adam because he can't find him. You find stories of Jacob wrestling with God and winning, or passages where God repents for an evil he committed. In the Quran, you find none of that. You find a God who is all-knowing, all-powerful, and beyond human weakness. When I looked at the logic, the preservation, and the sheer consistency of how God is described, I realized this wasn't just another book. It was the truth I had been looking for. And that is what led me to Islam. Start speech, end speech,